Welcome, welcome, welcome.
What's going on, guys?
Hey, what it do, brother? How you doing today?
Man, it's been a rough weekend, man. You know how it is when your squad loses.
Oh,
We got Eastern Conference Finals underway right now. Miami and
right.
Boston playing, so it's toughing it out. But no, I'm saying this is cool, man. I'm excited, man. Like sports all around has been crazy over this
That,
the last couple of days, man. So I'm excited, man. Slack episode 55, baby.
yes, exactly. Yep. Say like a champ, episode 55. And we're moving right along. Yeah, definitely lots of stuff to talk about. So
For sure. Before we get started, for those of you on there, what's up, Eric? As always, guys, if you're on, YouTube, Facebook, or it may be, like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff, so that when we post or go live, it pops up on your YouTube and let you guys know. So make sure you subscribe, and then if you get a chance to, man, share, man, share. If you got friends and family who love sports, man, let them know we on live every Tuesday, baby.
yeah, exactly. Have them come check us out. Well said.
For sure.
All right, with that, we'll go ahead and get this thing popping. Yes, sir. What's good?
Not much. Tyler Hero's that dude. I'm okay anyway. But yeah, man. Welcome back, everybody. Select episode 55. It's your boy Strizzy in the building. With me, as always, I got my man with the plan. Hey, Doug, what's good, family?
Just living the dream as always, brother.
For sure, for sure.
Man, we do got the best intro though too. Shout out
For real.
Miss B from AZ for the song. We're gonna have to make a remix though pretty quick because we have been getting tagged with copyright claims and stuff. We'll get that worked out. But best intro, and always we have Mr. Mad Marcus, the super producer who put that video together for us. What's up, brother?
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm watching this game. This Triz, you about to be happy right now, so just get ready for it.
Also watching the game, we got the lovely Miss Myra May San Diego in the building. What's good?
What's up, SLACers? I'm stuck to them like 22 seconds left.
It's like, is my TV not live? What's going on?
Damn, I know. I'm on 39 seconds. I don't know what happened. Hold up.
Oh man.
I want to say nothing. Don't turn your TV off, Myra, because he can see it.
Really? Oh, I can't let him put my big ass head in the way.
What's up, Punk? Welcome everybody to the show. We appreciate everybody joining in. Oh man.
Let's go, Jimmy!
Right now.
I told y'all we might have to take like a Slac timeout to watch these last 30.
No, we straight. Let's get it popping, man. Let's get it rolling, man. Let's get it.
All right.
Let's go.
Feeling good now. For sure. No, we love it. That's what it's all about. We're glad we could kind of start on time too, though, but timing's not always right. We got to see what's going on live in person. So, all right, Say Like a Champ, episode 55, though. Before we get rolling, what's good, everybody? How's everybody doing?
Good, man.
Same, man. Straight. Everything is cool. You know what I'm saying? Nice little chill weekend this past weekend. Got to watch a ton of football. You know what I mean? So that was a blessing. You know what I'm saying? We were worried about it not starting on time, but it started. Everything went pretty good. A couple of injuries, which we'll talk about right now, but it was cool. It was legit.
All in all, pretty good. How are you, Miss Myra? It was birthday weekend?
It was birthday weekend. I'm doing well. Keeping busy. Work is still a little crazy. Birthday weekend was interesting, to say the least. And family's doing great. Boys are doing great. We're all just in the groove with virtual distance learning and working from home. So staying busy.
That's what's up. I like the braids too.
Thank you. Happy birthday, Alicia Keys moment. Okay.
All right, then. And then I just want to do one special shout out for today. Today is my nephew's 5th birthday, so shout out August.
What's up, Augie?
We love you very much.
Birthday.
Happy birthday, baby boy.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so with that being said, let's go ahead and get into it. We got a lot to go over.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get it.
What's up next?
Oh, let's check it out, man, real quick.
Tuned to NFL Talk. Let's get it. All right, man. What a weekend it was. What a weekend it was in the NFL. First, should we get to the contest winner right off the rip?
Off rip.
So, we did our pick 'em on Yahoo. We had some people participate. We appreciate everybody that have participated. Week 1 winner with 11-5 record was Mr. Let Me Get To, aka Anthony Walls, my brother. So great job with that. And we got to see what's going on with the prizes yet. But for now, since it's my boy, I'm thinking we might do a custom prize this time. I think I might just take him to like L&L's, our favorite spot to go get some food, and maybe just crush down and do that for a prize. But I got something I'm trying to work on for the prizes for like the rest of the year and stuff like that. So hold it tight. I'm trying to get that together. But shout out Anthony. I did not do so good. I went 8-8 on my picks. It was kind of rough for me.
It was ugly.
Yeah.
But all the way around. Like fantasy football, I took 2 L's this week. And my picks, I think I was like 9-7.
Dang.
Something like that. It was rough.
Marcus,
yeah, it was rough for me. It was rough for me too. I lost 3 fantasy games. 1 to A-Dub. He killed me. So it ain't good, man. So I lost all my football teams lost too. So it just tough, man. It's been tough.
I actually went 2-1 in my fantasy squad. I think A-Dub was the only loss in my league. I think it was. Oh no.
Yeah,
my league. Right? Yeah.
That was crazy. I went up against both of you guys this week, and I was able to win. That was like the only silver lining for me this weekend, actually.
When like the Dallas Cowboys today, sitting at 0-1 on everything.
Which is ironic because Redskins sitting at top at 1-0, which is wild to me.
What?
That's crazy.
That was shocking to me this morning. I'm like, y'all don't have a mascot.
No, but their logo is kind of perfect for right now. I don't know, but I was thinking that. Do you guys want to go run through the games real quick, or do you guys just want to? I was thinking we could each maybe pick one game we want to talk about, one like little thing we thought was cool, or how do you guys want to?
We could do the top games, I guess.
Yeah, it's the top games. If you run through every game, it'll take our entire show.
Well, this is one that I kind of did want to talk about actually. What's up, Trevor? Welcome to the show. He said, how my bum ass Chargers the only team to survive week 1 out of everybody's favorites here. That is interesting. That was a good game, though. I want to talk about that. I was kind of excited with Joe Burrow. He came out pretty strong. I kind of like the monster. I like the play calls that they were giving him.
Y'all barely survived, too, because Joe Burrow came downfield.
Yeah, that field goal kicker, that's kind of crushing, but that shows, the highs and lows of the NFL right away for the rookie. So that was kind of
there's some tough calls, man. Yeah. If I'm a referee and I see it's a hard catch, he catches and stay in bounds, I ain't calling that call. Right? Some people they call those calls, man, just kind of mix everything up to me.
There was a lot of offensive pass interference this first week. I think that was something.
Well, it was a lot called. It wasn't actually happening. It just called a bad call.
Right. I think they had a memo on the point of emphasis. And Stephanie Washington's giving us updates. What's up, Stephanie? Appreciate that logo too. Still riding for the Cowboys, but OT, wow. Ooh. All right.
I'm not saying much because my boy Strizzy over there looked like he focused, but
no, we let's see. What else? Marcus, what was your standout game of the week though?
Cowboys.
Yeah.
I didn't like how he looked at all, like from the beginning to the end. And the one thing that kind of bothered me is the new coach. He showed no emotion the whole game. Like it was nothing. Like he kept that mask on the whole time, and he was just standing there. Like it was no emotions. And then our offense, we didn't do nothing. Like our offense didn't change. Like I thought we was gonna be doing different things. Like
right,
we the same Cowboys from last year. It seemed like. And what we had 2 calls I really didn't like. It was like a 2nd and 9, and 2nd and like a 6 something, and we gave it to Zeke up the middle like both times. I'm like, why? Like CeeDee Lamb had a decent game, And it was just like, I don't understand why are we running up the middle? Like, why are we not getting Zeke in the open field like a screen pass, something like that? They looked terrible to me. They just didn't look good. Like, Zeke looked good to me, and I like how CeeDee Lamb looked, but Dak didn't look good to me at all. And the defense is terrible. We got suck. Our defense sucked.
I will say that, yeah, we were lucky to hold them to only 20 points, honestly, because they kind of stumbled over themselves a couple of those times and missed a field goal. But Myra, how are you feeling about it?
Yeah, I feel the same way Marcus did, especially on those 2 calls with the running back up the middle. You know, if you have 3rd and 9, definitely you need to look for something to get you closer to the first down than allowing them to kill your line there. So I definitely was disappointed, especially with the loss to the Atlanta Falcons. Like, dang, that's the
Rams.
You mean the Rams? The loss to the Atlanta Falcons will be this weekend.
I'm sorry.
I'm like, you already said we already said we're gonna lose this week. God dang, 0-2.
That was dang, right?
That was a Freudian slip.
Yeah, sorry. Week 1 against the Rams. Dang. But yeah, like how do we start the season off like that? If we look at on paper and the matchups, like, definitely look like it was in our favor. So I'm pretty disappointed. In my head, I kind of want to convince myself that, hey, listen, they didn't have a preseason. This basically is like getting the kinks out, but we look terrible. Like, there was no 2 ways around it. The Cowboys looked absolutely terrible.
Yeah. On the other side of the ball, though, I'll say this. Aaron Donald. It's not like we already didn't know that he's that dude, but that dude's a monster, man.
Yeah.
That was a great highlight.
The way he killed Zeke Elliott, he put that man on his ass so bad, and Zeke's like 225. Like, oh my gosh, ridiculous.
He actually made me jump one time. So like there was a play where he had like bulldozed like 2 of the offensive linemen and got like right into Dak's like face, and Dak like had already released the ball, but Dak like jumped, and I think I was just watching the play so hard I jumped with him. Like I was like, oh shit, like dude is an absolute monster, man. Like the thing that kind of bothered me though is that I think that they allowed Aaron Donald to be in blocked singly a little too much. They didn't double him enough, you know what I mean? And I think that really hurt them. It allowed him and and other edge defenders to get to Dak way too often. Whether they got the sack or not, but just Aaron Donald was on his own like almost the entire game, and I was just like, like that dude was he was double teamed all year last year. There's a reason for it. Like you can't single guard that guy on his own, man. He's too strong.
The O-line, it's not going to be the same. Like, for years we all like, oh yeah, Cowboys got one of the best O-lines, but that's kind of changing. And I was kind of surprised that they started the rookie at right tackle, but until Collins gets back, for sure, it's going to be kind of rough. But they I don't know. We'll see what happens though.
And then we lost Van Der Esch. She got his collarbone broke.
I was worried it was his neck again, man. He might not.
But he's gonna be another Sean Lee. Like I hate to say that, but I'm done with the guy. I don't think it's his fault, but I think he's gonna be an injury prone type person the way he plays. So Pops and I were like both like, man, this could be like kind of it for him. Like we could have seen the best of him already. Yeah, I think we did. And then Blake Jarwin's off for the season, so
that's rough.
Yeah,
Cowboys catching tight end. Yeah,
it's gonna be with the other guy. He did decent. He didn't do bad as I thought he would. It just, like I said again, I think the play calling is terrible. Maybe McCarthy did that on purpose. Maybe to show everybody like who's calling the plays. Like I'm gonna go ahead and call the plays. I can't see him not calling the plays the rest of the season because I think Colin Moore. I don't think he's gonna be. He's not.
It won't last if it's like this. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think his play calling is like no.
I agree. All right, so
talk about the hometown team. I was really impressed with the Arizona Cardinals. Our boy Nuke balled out.
Yeah, that was a great game.
Yeah, he had a phenomenal game. So I really like how he put on social media, like, is this what y'all wanted to see?
I think that was on purpose too, though.
151 yards.
I think they did that on purpose. They went to him like back to back to back to back. Like they was trying to prove a point.
Feeding him.
It won't happen again like that again. I think the first game they just gave him overload.
But as we talked about, we did say that they were going to be exciting and their offense was going to be something to watch. So they showed up right away, proving that. 49ers, they don't have any wide receivers at all.
None. And Deebo Samuel's out.
Right. The running game was still out of there, but
they just signed Sanu today, though.
Oh, okay.
So Sanu might be a good pickup for them.
Smart move.
Anthony Weston, what's up, man? They're built to be play with the lead on defense. That's totally true. Once they do that, and once they get their pass rushers going, it's easier for them. But 49ers, we'll see if they can return to last year's form.
Definitely.
All right, Strizzy, you want to do your game?
Yeah. I'll start my game. Again, just like y'all, man, I was extremely disappointed. Our defense looked atrocious. I was actually really surprised, with the draft. We drafted, man, like 5 corners and safeties, and we really didn't address our need at linebacker. We picked up Brown from Auburn, which was nice because we struggled in the run last year. The thing that sucks most is that we let go of like all of our rushers, man. We had like 0 pressure on Carr all day. I don't think we had 1 sack all game, which sucks because that's been like our strongest attribute on defense over the last couple of years is getting to the quarterback. Yeah. So that really sucks. Really wanted to see us get better in our run defense. Offensively, the thing that bothered me most is CMC only had 9 touches in the first half, and it showed. And then as soon as we started getting the ball in the second half, our offense flourished. As soon as he started getting the touches, we looked amazing. We looked great. Everything opened up. CMC is always going to ball out. You know what I mean? He had 2 touchdowns, over 130 yards of total offense. The dude's a beast, man. And then the thing that really, really, really pissed me off is when Matt Rule decided to go with our fullback on a 4th and inches, not even a 4th and 1, and didn't give the ball to CMC after he had been obliterating the defense all second half. So that was kind of like Myra was saying, you know what I mean? You don't really get a preseason, but to me as a coach, like that's a given. You know what I mean? Like,
but your fullback's supposed to get that though.
Yeah, but I think he had 1 carry all game, the rest of the game, and again, it's just McCaffrey, man. Just give the ball to your best player. Don't get cute. Don't get cute.
Yeah, but that's normal football. Like your fullback is closer to the line than McCaffrey, so you're gonna have to go a little bit farther to get him the ball to get a guy.
Ideally, he's supposed to get that.
Yeah, so. he has to get that inch. I mean, you gotta get that, man.
Yeah, you gotta get it.
I won't put the play call. I'll put that on the player. You gotta.
At the end of the day, yeah, you got to execute. But I'm still putting. That's like.
But you want to fail with your best player,
exactly. If Christian McCaffrey doesn't get it, then it's the right call. Christian McCaffrey doesn't get it. You know what I mean? I just feel like as a player, if you got pride in yourself, you gotta. It's inches. It's not even 4th and 1, dog. It's inches, man. You couldn't get it some inches. Like you couldn't just jump, leap, put your hand out. You know what I'm saying? Like it's inches, dog. Like go and grab that. So, what's up, Floyd Lopez? But yeah, I don't know. It's rough. Again, it's week 1. Unfortunately, the Raiders are one of the teams that I thought that we'd get. I said, best case scenario with the way we looked at the beginning of the season, I said 8-8. So now it's looking at 7-9. And honestly, worst case scenario, we're looking at like 3-13. So,
man, ain't gonna be that bad.
Worst case scenario, dog. Yeah.
It won't be that bad.
The Buccaneers lost, so you good, man.
Everybody starts either 1-0 or 0-1. Half the league is winning.
That was
I'm just looking back.
That's
I'm saying worst case.
Go ahead, Strizzy.
No, I was just saying like worst case scenario. You know what I mean? Like I go back, look at those games and be like, all right, cool. Like we should win this game, but we could also lose this game. You know what I mean? So yeah. We'll see, man. Like I said, it's only week 1. There's a lot of football left. We got 15 weeks left to play. So we'll see. Hopefully they clean it up. Things get better. But on offense, I liked what I saw. It's just we got defensively, we got to change some things up.
Yeah.
That's another game I wanted to touch on. What was you all's thoughts on Tom Brady with the Buccaneers?
I think they still got some things to work out, but I think they'll still be all right. I was actually really not impressed with them or the Saints as much as I kind of thought I was going to be. Same. But the Saints defense is still kind of nasty, and the Bucs defense played way better in the second half. So
agreed. Kind of, like they didn't have a preseason. There was no way to work through the kinks of your playbook. Like it's literally being blessed by fire right now. It is a tough loss for a lot of us looking into week 1. me walking into week 1 on the Buccaneers, I'm like, it's Tom Brady. You know, he's had plenty of games under his belt. He's going to make things happen. So for them to take an L was surprising to me, especially with all the hype behind Tom Brady now being in that offense with some key receivers. So I wasn't impressed with either one as well, like you all mentioned, but it did throw me for a loop that the Saints came out with a dub over the Buccaneers.
Yeah.
And we gotta quit saying the preseason because Tom Brady don't play preseason anyway. So,
That's true.
that ain't no excuse. They can quit saying that.
It was interesting though. Like, I don't think any of the new head coaches though won. I think they all lost. Or anybody that was like not returning like their head coach and their starting quarterback, which is kind of interesting, but still.
Well, the Redskins took that job.
That's true. Rivera's new. That's true. So, and that was kind of interesting. I was surprised by the Eagles, but you know, I don't like the Redskins because they're in our division, but I was kind of rooting for them. I can't lie.
Well, yeah.
I want to see Haskins do well. I do.
So do I. And honestly, though, like the funny thing is that was actually a game that I was kind of going back and forth with, only because Rivera's such a defensive-minded coach, and they have like 3 number 1 picks, something like that on the defensive line right now for the Redskins. So
they had a lot of sacks. Yeah.
Their defense is going to be legit. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be the offense is going to have to get going for them. So they get their offense going, man. I think they'll actually be okay.
Another thing that was interesting to see stats-wise, y'all know I like to read up on certain things when it comes to sports, is that this weekend there was 8 starting African-American quarterbacks. So that was pretty cool with the climate of the times to see so many African-American athletes at the starting quarterback position. We typically know where that goes. Marcus, stop it.
I'm sorry, my bad. I'm listening though.
We typically know how that position has been predominantly not African-American. So it was great to see right now that that's where that is headed. So, of course, we want to talk about more seats at the table than just quarterbacks, but definitely, moving in a positive direction.
Yeah.
What about you, A-Dub? What game you like?
None of them. I'm just,
we're all sad.
What about Cam?
Patriots. I was gonna say Patriots Dolphins was interesting to me. I'm waiting for Tua, man. I want to see Tua like anytime now. I was hoping they might have some special packages. I think it'll be coming soon. The way that they looked, but they were still in that game. But Cam definitely did his thing. I expected them to kind of put in those plays so that they could take advantage of what he brings, and we'll see how that goes. But yeah, the Patriots, they're always going to find a way to get it done.
Definitely. I'm just happy to see Cam healthy. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the biggest things. I mean, it sucks that, we don't have him anymore in all honesty, because like me and Marcus have talked about, a healthy Cam is, MVP. So he looked good. He threw really well.
That was one of the highlights of last year.
Yeah. Sorry. But yeah, man, accuracy wise, he threw in the, high 60% or whatever. So he threw really well from the plays that he did actually throw. So yeah, man, I'm excited to see Cam healthy, see what the Patriots do the rest of the year.
I had one more game I wanted to ask you guys about. The Browns. Like, they look terrible. But I wanted to say, is it the Ravens that good or are the Browns that bad?
I'm a mixture of both.
Yeah, mixture of both.
Because they didn't look good at all, man.
I'm with you though. Like, at the end of the day, offense got to get it done too. And the Ravens have a solid defense, but dog, they did look bad. They look unorganized. They look lost.
Like OBJ was like one of the top receivers. Since he left New York, he's trash. He's not even
falling off.
Oh, the other thing I have to say about that game though is I did tell y'all they had more of those Baker Mayfield commercials. Did you guys see they had more?
You right. I'm surprised.
They came out with a new one. I'm like, after all last year, they still got more in the hopper. So, real quick on the betting side, I did see this. Trevor shouted out this bet. This dude bet $500 that Tom Brady rushing TD would be the first score of the game, and it paid out $40K. Wow. Man, I want to get up on my parlays.
Yes, sir. I was on this weekend. I didn't win nothing, but I was on it.
And then real quick, the Chiefs Texans. That was so long ago, Anthony. But we know we got to shout this out for you. Clyde Edwards-Helaire did step right in and do his thing.
He's a stud.
Yeah,
and he's so low to the ground. He's gonna be in the elite for a long time. I like the guy already. I like how he talked too. He's very humble and stuff. And the team loves the guy, so he's gonna be that guy. I picked him up in one of my fantasies. I got lucky with that, so he's gonna be nice.
Let's go, Pam!
I know you was gonna see it. I'm trying to react, but I can't help it, man. That was a great block.
Let's go.
Sorry, man.
Baby.
It's a great
All right. So, with that, I don't know though.
Is
I think
everything NFL.
Yeah, I think for the
last night was terrible too. I wanted to say
you didn't like either of those games,
especially the Titans. That was terrible. I would rather watch high school football. That was disgusting.
What I will say about the Titans, though, their new tight end, man, he looks nice. He looks really good. I think the Titans tight end, their new tight end. I forget his name. I'll have to clean it up, but man, he looked good. I mean, like the run after the catch, man, he looked nice.
I'll have to see. I don't remember because I just remember seeing like their regular receivers.
How did Clowney do? Did he do pretty good? He
got like one sack. He was getting some pressure, actually. He was doing his thing.
Okay.
Yeah. But Drew Lock was running around too, so that was kind of
Lock.
Yeah. I know that's your boy. Oh, what's up, Ruben? Ruben says Cowboys Chiefs Super Bowl.
Sorry, sorry, Ruben. I wish I could agree with you, but that ain't happening. That way we play.
That's fine.
Trevor says,
yeah, Johnny Smith. I had no idea he had been there, only because they've had what's his face the whole time. But he looked really good. He looked really good yesterday.
Yeah, you know Trevor knows that's his division, right? So no, that's not his division. That's not his division. I'm tripping.
But yeah, Johnny Smith actually looked really, really good.
Wow.
Yeah. All right, so I think that's it for NFL talk. I'm thinking we're gonna have to come back maybe Thursday and do a separate show where we make our picks. That way, it'll just make it like maybe a little bit different thing to do. What do you guys think about that?
I think that's cool. Give us an extra thing to come up on like Friday or something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Thursdays is good because that's a reminder for our You Pick 'em League and to make any movements on your fantasy football teams. So.
For sure.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see when Thursday night football starts. But all right, then let's keep it moving.
Your boy is sweating.
Real quick though, Angels says Cowboys will be watching the Super Bowl just like the rest of us. Might be right.
Hey, who was your team? Since you said that, let us know your team.
Who is Unk's team? Is it Baltimore?
Nah, I think Unk's a Cards fan.
Oh, okay.
Cardinals?
I don't know why I thought Baltimore. We were talking about.
You know how it is when the Cardinals win a game, boy. They going to the Super Bowl, boy. They unstoppable.
They come out for sure.
They are so irritating. I'm telling you.
All right, let's keep it moving. All right, so the Eastern Conference Finals is going on right now in the NBA.
No, it's over. Oh, it's over.
Well, it's begun, but now it's over.
Game 1 is over.
All right, so how you feeling, Strizzy? Talk to us.
Man, it was rough in the beginning. I shout out to Marcus Smart, man. He balled out today. I'm pretty sure that, like myself, Miami Heat weren't really expecting for that. So hopefully, they'll make adjustments and try to keep him from making all these open looks next game. Continue to kind of keep, their better players at bay. You know what I mean? Keep Jason Tatum, low 20 games. Don't let him get into the 30s or whatever. But we look good, and we started off really sluggish. So the fact that we were able to pull that game out of our ass is kind of, it's reassuring. But it's going to be a long one. I think this series is going to be probably the best series in the East so far.
No, it ain't going to be no good series. Them losing this game, it's not. Because you had to get this game because Miami haven't played in a couple of weeks or whatever. So they gonna come out a little slow. So you needed that win. Them losing that game is gonna cost them. It's gonna be big. I give the Celtics one win. I give one.
That's in 5?
Because if you watch this game, they play their best ball. Like Smart played great. Like he's not gonna do it again. So you need those kind of games to go. You need to take that from them. And then like Jimmy didn't play a great game, but he did at the end when he needed to. So that's a scary team. I'm telling you, Miami, they that guy, they that team, man. So
this is how I felt against the Pacers and the Bucks, though. I'm not gonna get too ahead of myself, but this is how I felt about the Pacers and the Bucks too. Like even when we were playing not our best basketball, we were still beating these teams. And You know what I mean? Like we're rugged, man. We're young, but we're super rugged, and I think that's Celtics. They're pretty greedy too. You know,
but you're not scared of them though. Like you're not scared of the Celtics.
I don't think we're scared of anybody, to be honest.
Like Jason Tatum's their best player, but he's to me, he's a little overrated to me. Like he's cool for their team, but he ain't. I'm not scared. The only person on that team that you can kind of say is hard is Marcus Smart, but the rest of those guys are soft, man. So. Like I said, I give them one game. That's my prediction. I think 4-1.
And they're still so young. And even though our team's really young too, our veteran player is Jimmy Butler. So that's what kind of gives us our edge, in my opinion. Exactly. As long as we don't allow Marcus Smart to hit 6 or 7 out of 11 threes again, I think we're in good shape. And Tyler Hero, though he hit some really big shots in the fourth, as he does, he didn't have a really good scoring game either.
But he did his job though. He got hit 14 points.
He had like eight assists, another like 9 or 10 rebounds. So he did his job in other ways to affect the game. So I'm proud, man. Like I'm proud of our squad, man. Aside from myself, I don't think a lot of people saw us here. So we'll see, man. We look good.
I do agree with this comment though. Heater Celtics won't beat Lakers King James. No, but I'm
the most. Let's wait till the next series. You're doing the most.
Oh, no, that's the thing. I think it's going to be exciting, and I'm so excited for it to be. If it were a Lakers Heat, so me and my boy, we can have that. Both our teams. That would be too exciting.
I'm a diehard LeBron James fan, but to me, they want Denver to win this game tonight.
Absolutely.
If they. Because I'm just saying, because the Lakers, they're the team. Nobody's scared of the Lakers. I'm just saying, like, their shooting is terrible. Like, Caldwell Pope and Danny Green, if they get hot, then they can be that team, but they have no shooting. So they want the Nuggets to win.
They definitely want the Nuggets to win. It's 13-11 right now in the first quarter, so there's a whole lot of game to play. So we shall see, ladies and gentlemen. We shall see who sees the Lakers on Friday. You know how I'm feeling.
Talk to us.
I definitely want the Clippers to win.
Are you nervous?
That's what I'm saying, though. Do you think they're going to win? Are you nervous?
I'm nervous. Like, this is game 7.
Don't be nervous. Don't be nervous. We are not going to get lucky.
With my pick, I'm going with the Clippers. Clippers are going to make it happen. This is the kind of pressure that has been put on LeBron his entire career that Kawhi is facing right now in this game 7. No. And Kawhi to be the beast that he is, definitely Kawhi's going to make it happen. So
Kawhi ain't under no pressure. He ain't under no pressure.
Yeah, he'll turn it.
I think the team is more, huh? You say
I said, really turn it on, like.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. His machinery, he'll turn all his dials up. I mean,
he's not the type of player. He's not gonna get like 40 or 50. He's not gonna do that. So to me, to win this game is gonna be Trez and Lou Will. They're gonna win the game. So I think those two guys haven't had a good game yet. So I think this game, Doc can get them in position for them to have a great game. I don't think Paul George or Kawhi gonna have a crazy game to win it. I think it's gonna be Trez and Lou Williams gonna win this game.
And if you've been paying attention to this Nuggets Clippers series, a lot of Lakers have been in the building watching this series.
Might as well.
In the bubble. Where you want to go?
Nothing else to do. So you can only go to Barber Rondo's brother's shop so many times.
Wait. He got a shop in there?
He's got the barber shop.
That's his brother?
Rondo's brother, he runs like this company called like Elite Concierge Services or something, and they run the barber shop.
Is that the dude that Russell trying to fight?
Yeah.
Okay. Russ wanted him. I'm telling you, Russ wanted the heat. He's like, we already lost. We down by 20. You can get this.
That's what
plane tickets are booked. So.
Like, he was already mad. Like, hey, he was trying to find anything he could get. That dude probably wasn't even doing that. He probably just did a little something. Russell, he wanted to get somebody though.
Did you guys see the clip of him like looking like he was like scanning?
Yeah,
he was like scanning everybody.
Did you notice when he was talking to Anthony Davis? He like, so who is that? And then I'm like, no, you know who it is. Like he was kind of like, don't play that.
He's like, I've seen him before.
Yeah.
But they did remove him out of the game. So, but they didn't remove him from the bubble or anything like that. He'll be all right. So
you can't do that.
Listen, I went out a night with my guy friends, like I wish I had a friend like Russell Westbrook. Like we are gonna be good the whole night. Like ain't nothing gonna happen.
Or you're gonna get in trouble. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
or he might just pop off and start something.
Right.
I don't know.
We're gonna be in control, but if somebody approaches us, Russell, handle it.
The one dude Russell Westbrook mouths off to is a UFC MMA fighter. Watch. He getting stomped on.
But honestly, I think Russell he can hold his own. I really do.
Oh yeah, and
Russell's a dog, man. He's a dog. I just sometimes like, and y'all know I love Russ. Like that's my dude. But like sometimes I feel like he talks a little too much for no reason at all.
But that's him though.
It is, but he's talking about double teaming. He was double teaming. You're down by like 20, almost 30 points. Ain't nobody double teaming you, fam.
That's that Kobe spirit in him too a little bit. You know, Kobe would did the same thing down 20. He don't care. He trying to find something else to do.
To get him going. Yeah, I feel it.
But hey, if y'all play the Clippers, what you predicting y'all still could beat them?
Yeah,
what you feeling?
As long as they don't lose the first game of the series like they've been doing.
If you don't lose that, they ain't win the series.
Now I feel like LeBron's gonna throw it on purpose and be like, "See, this is what we're gonna do." But no, I still think it's at least goes to game 6. It's at least 4-2. But I think that the Lakers will get it done. I think that they have to. I don't know. The Clippers.
I want them to, but I don't think they have enough, man.
I agree, but I've been weird about how the Clippers have kind of been dropping these games. It's like, so it's like, okay, I mean, so when you see the Lakers, you're just gonna turn it on, like you're not gonna get lazy. I don't know. It's just not good habits to build.
For sure. And it's weird too, because like you said, like the Clippers have been so hot and cold, man. Like both of these games they dropped, they were up at least 16. You know what I mean? So you can't.
What are you doing?
Correction. Let's mop that up real quick.
No, it was 2 games.
The first one, no, you was up 19. You was up 19 one game and 16 another game. So you gonna get you was up 19 and 16.
Yeah, no, for real. So, but I don't think you can do that with the Lakers. You shouldn't want to do it with the Nuggets because they're sneaky, man. They'll mess around and come get you. You know what I mean? But I want to grab this game. But I think the biggest key for the Lakers right now is Rondo's playing so well. You know what I mean? Rondo's back in full effect, and I think that's going to come up really, really big for them because ain't nobody worried about Pat Bev.
I'm speaking about all Lakers fans right now. Every Laker fan watching this game right now is rooting for the Denver Nuggets. That is the Lakers' easiest way to get to the ship.
I don't know. Anthony Weston says that he thinks that the Nuggets are a worse matchup, actually. So I don't know. He might be weird.
Stop it. It's like this, man. Like
he says AD's gonna have a field day with Zubac.
No, he's not. Zubac is that guy. Like I'm telling you, like I said, I'm being honest. I like the Lakers. I want them to win. AD ain't that dog. He ain't gonna be getting no 40.
I mean, I agree
on that. Like
honestly,
when you have different guys, you have different guys like you have Pat and you got Paul George and you got Kawhi, and you go against a team that has no shooters. Like that's you play better D. That D gonna be easy now because you don't have to guard no shooters. You know what I'm saying? So and then another thing is like the Lakers had 2 easy series. You think about it, they had the sorry Trailblazers and the sorry Rockets. Like Rockets was not good. They're not good. So you haven't had a challenge yet. To me, the Clippers have a challenge with the Nuggets, so they getting that little flow going. I'm trying to see how the Lakers gonna do with a good team now. Like you finally put in a good team. So how are you gonna go against those guys? So that's the only thing I'm kind of worried about. But if LeBron, I said that he's the best player in the world right now. If he goes off, do you think? I think he can go off this series. Because the championship is gonna be East. They could beat that team. But this series, I think he has to go all the way out. Every game, like go all ham. So if he does that, they probably can do it. So we'll see.
Yeah. No, trust me. I mean, I'm hypercritical of my team. I have like, I can definitely see, and talk myself into reasons why they would lose. Especially if LeBron thinks just saying like we're built different is going to actually mean something, because that's not going to work, against real competition. So we'll see what's up. I'm not really rooting for either of these teams because whichever wins is probably going to have the hotter hand. But I'm just like ready to let this be over with so we can see who it is. I don't really want the Nuggets because honestly, though, at the same time, even though I do think they're a better matchup, I kind of want it to be the Battle of LA because that's what we've been waiting for since like last October. So
you gonna get it. This is not.
Yeah.
They have no shot tonight. I don't care what nobody say. The Nuggets have no shot. We gonna see third quarter. That's what I don't know why. If I'm turned off, I'm gonna wait till third quarter. That's when it's gonna count. This first 2 quarters don't mean nothing. Yeah, man.
I'm definitely gonna leave mine on, and I will glance every so often because
don't even be nervous.
They're shooting back and forth. So I'm not nervous. My confidence is definitely in the Clippers. Like I said, if we're talking about matchups, definitely want to see the Battle of LA. I think that would make for the better series, the Clippers versus the Lakers rather than the Lakers versus the Denver Nuggets. So definitely.
Anthony Weston says, what guy other than Kawhi have you seen perform in high stakes?
What you mean high stakes? It don't matter. They're a team. It's not
one player.
I just think their team all around is better. I think you got Marcus Morris going to play great. You got Lou. You got
each other out.
Yeah, they have a better team than me. I just have a better team. I don't know.
Because if we're talking about that, then who on the Denver Nuggets have we seen play high stakes basketball? Nobody. Other than
they've been in game 7. So
they went down 3-1 in both their series so far and got to game.
They actually have played the most game 7 games in the last 4 years than any other basketball team.
Who, the Nuggets?
The Denver Nuggets. Yeah.
They said that Murray and Jokic, they haven't played a game that was less than 7 games. Because last year they did 7 games, 2 games like that too.
Exactly.
They haven't played one yet.
Well, if they win tonight, they won't. They'll get.
They're not winning tonight.
I'm just saying though. Next round, they're not going 7. Anthony Weston says we're underestimating the pressure of situations of championships, and we might be, Anthony. But if that's the case, then how's Alex Caruso going to do playing in the fourth quarter? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Even though that's my guy and stuff like that, some of the Lakers haven't been there either. Even though a lot of them
only person on Lakers been there. No shirt gang.
No shirt gang.
What's up? What's up?
I'm about to do an episode one time, just no shirt with the boys, man. Just
you know you've been working, Strizzy.
No shirt gang coming in.
I remember them days, boy.
Hey, speaking of no shirt gang, real quick, I'll say a funny story on here, and hopefully he doesn't get mad. But so they're doing distance learning, and their schedules are different. So I have a 4th grader and I have a 3rd grader, so their schedules are different. And this kid will like wear his shirt just to be on camera, and as soon as the camera's off, he's not in class. He take his shirt off. He never wears a shirt, and like ever. Like if he's at home, he's never wearing a shirt. So he's walking around the house, and my older son's like, I'm in class live. Everybody just saw you without a shirt. He's super embarrassed. I'm like, bro, you get on my podcast every day and you're not embarrassed. But I guess it's from his school.
Right. That's too funny.
So he can't be around me. I'll pump him up so much. Oh, he could. Trust me. When we get hang around them, it's gonna be something.
Right. We're gonna really get them going. Oh man. All right. Well, but yeah. So I think that's where we're at with the NBA playoff series per se. We are still waiting on the MVP announcement.
Yeah, I think also they said they're gonna push the season back. Remember they were supposed to play like in December.
What's up?
Yeah, they were supposed to play pull up again in December.
Yeah, they pushed it back. I think.
Oh, so they did postpone it.
Yeah,
the start of the next season.
And hit that little bell so you could hear their daily videos. Have a great day.
Oh, that's what's up. Subscribe and like. You heard it from No Shirt Gang.
We're plugging the podcast. And it's a family affair.
For sure. Oh man. Okay.
End of the first quarter, we're tied 24-24. So definitely neck and neck. It's gonna be interesting to watch.
Myra's nervous.
I'm nervous.
Where do you guys okay.
Let's go.
All right, we got all summer to think about this one, but real quick, do you guys have any early takes on where you think Giannis is going to play next year? If you had to say it today,
Golden State.
Marcus has been on record for a long time.
They're gonna trade their pick. They don't need the number 2 pick. They're gonna trade the pick. He'll flourish in that system.
And Draymond and something else, or what?
No, Draymond. No, it'll be Wiggins in the pick. Draymond ain't going nowhere. You need Draymond in there.
Okay. They'd be pretty sizable then for sure if they had Draymond and Giannis.
But I don't know, man. After hearing what he said too, he said, "Oh, we're gonna stay," but you never know. Like, I don't know.
I'm with Trevor. I think he stays in Milwaukee. I don't think he's leaving either.
Well, okay. So he got one more year. So he say next year. You think he gonna stay after that too, or you think he's gonna leave after next year?
I'm saying for life, yeah.
That's hard to say. Yeah,
but for the next couple years, you say he stays.
I'm saying right now, I think he stays. And again, I think it depends on what the front office does too. If the front office puts some actual pieces around him, or he thinks he can actually get to the Eastern Conference Finals, or at least the finals, maybe he stays. But he ain't going anywhere, I think, next year.
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why he's gonna leave. Because next year, that bad man named KD is coming back. Kyrie's coming back. So they already better him. And then you already seen what the Heat just did. And then you got the Celtics. So you got 3 teams you're gonna be behind. You're not gonna beat neither on those teams because you're not gonna get anybody else to help you out. So why not go to the West with a better team and you can win there? Because this is his year to win. He had to win this year. So next year you got these other teams gonna get better. He's not gonna do that. It's no point unless they're gonna give him a whole bunch of money somebody else can give him. But other than that, he's not doing it.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna touch on that. So, being the fact that he is or was league reigning MVP, people are gonna say that. Like fans are gonna say that because the Bucks had an early exit from the playoffs. People are gonna say if he leaves, he's taking the easy way out like KD was.
It's the same thing, though.
Now,
it's not even close.
Now, I think as fans, we need to take a step back because at the end of the day, like what's in the best interest for Giannis and his family? And then also what's in the best interest for the organization of the Bucks? So what's in the best interest for Giannis and his family? He literally has come out in his last press conference and he has stated his loyalty to the franchise and how he wants to stay. But again, he's sought out to make $25 million this next season. So what's better for the organization of the Bucks? Do they have key players around him that's going to make him win? Are they going to put key players around him? And do they have the salary to make that happen for next year? If they don't, the best interest for the franchise is to let him go and get a recap of new players for the amount that you have Giannis for. So definitely, as fans, we need to take a step back and understand both sides of the perspective. Like what's in it for the player and what does the organization get out of it that's letting him go? I don't think they have, I'm going to have to look that up, the salary cap space to put key people around him because we know the people around him, they've helped, but he needs somebody else.
They don't. That's why they let Brogdon go.
What'd you say, Jersey?
They don't. That's why they let Brogdon go.
Because they don't have the money.
And he was a key piece of that team.
He was a major piece.
They did say. Oh, sorry. I was just gonna say they did say today that they came out and they said that they're gonna put pieces around Giannis and they tried to assure him, but it's it's easy to say, but what is that?
One who's gonna come to Milwaukee,
It's okay.
But Mara, you made a couple of great points though. I'm with you what you just said because it ain't the same thing. Because to me, the KD team with the Warriors, if Giannis go over there, the KD team is still better than that team. You know what I'm saying? Because KD, he's a different type of person. So that team, you couldn't double team nobody on KD's over there. You can double team. But this other team, you can do a little bit. And I still think they're going to be good, but they still won't be as good. That's why I don't think it's the same thing. And like I said, it's like the thing. Your second best player is Middleton. Like, come on, man. You don't. I understand what you're saying. Be a cool guy, but your team, the whole thing is you're gonna be like the 4th or 5th best team in the East next year. I'm just saying, why not go somewhere where you can win? Because you did your thing. You did what you could do over there. They're not gonna give you no more help. They might coming on Milwaukee. So
and let's not forget about Drew Bledsoe's contract too. Bledsoe's contract is a pretty big contract as well, and he ain't done nothing. Dog, I'm sorry, man. He was airballing in the series with us and ridiculous 3-point shots. He don't do. And I'm rooting for Miami. Like, dog, you don't shoot those. Quit playing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm low key on him. Like, if I was a Bucks fan, quit that, knock that off. But at the same time, as a Heat fan, I'm like, keep shooting those, fam. Keep throwing up them bricks.
And I like Wesley Matthews. I like Brooke Lopez, but they ain't no.
And that's the thing too. If I'm the Bucks organization too, like I honestly, because I say this all the time, I'm going to Giannis and I'm like, okay, listen, we totally respect and love what you've done for us over these last 5 seasons or 4 or 5 seasons or whatever. But I want to know if you really plan on leaving. If you do, let us know, and we'll trade you to a team that you want to go to so we can get assets back in return.
Right.
I don't want to do the ugly breakup where like he says I want out, and all of a sudden now they're benching him, and like all that stupid that a lot of teams do because they're petty.
Yeah,
exactly. But a lot of teams have done it in the past too. Like they're so petty. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm going.
But if you know that person's gonna walk, that's the hard part. Yeah, don't let him walk for nothing. Because
exactly, you can get dog. You can easily get.
Is there a possibility though? You can do that.
Well, if they make him play next year and they don't trade him anywhere, I mean, then at the end of the year, he could. Even
if he chooses to stay next year?
No, I'm saying it would have to be after next year.
Yeah, okay. Next year he's still technically under contract. They'll take him, like they'll have to trade him if he wants to go somewhere. But like I'm like, yo, sit him down and figure out like if we can't get somebody to really help you next year, do you want to go somewhere else? Please let us know and we'll get you there. But we want to get some assets in return. Because who's not going to trade for him? You know what I'm saying? Regardless of what our opinion is of him. Every team in the NBA is looking at Giannis like, oh, we'll grab him, depending on what the ask is. You know what I'm saying? So get what you can for him.
No, I agree.
So I had one more thing, Trizzy. So say if the Heat make it to the finals, and they do well in the finals, but not win it, and you got an opportunity to get Giannis, would you get Giannis? Would they mess that team up, or would you just take him?
Depends on what they're asking for.
Oh, okay.
You don't want to get up with your boy Hero.
But look at it like this though. So if we end up grabbing Giannis, that's all we're getting. You know what I mean? Like, if they give up Giannis, they're gonna want Tyler Hero. They're gonna want Bam Adebayo. And for me,
they'll probably get Duncan in them.
They're gonna want Bam to replace the size. They're gonna want Bam.
Oh yeah, that's not gonna work.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't want to give up Tyler Hero.
But I think I have money too, though. I can probably get him with the money, though.
Yeah, no, we have the money to sign him. The only big company we have to look right now is Jimmy. Everybody else on like a rookie deal or like easy money. We have plenty of cash.
A lot of money.
Yeah,
give up. So you probably don't have to give up nothing like that, though. If you got the money
for trading, yeah. But that's the thing. So we have to trade for him next year. If we wait,
guys.
If we wait another season, and Pat Riley, you know what I'm saying, the Godfather can go
down.
Yeah, exactly. But like trade wise, it's like, do we really like we're running with the best 3-point shooters in the league right now? Tyler Hero has been a monster in the fourth quarter. Like he has not shined away from greatness in the fourth. Bam's played so well for us. It's like as a monster as Giannis is, I'm kind of like you. Like will it mess up our chemistry? You know what I mean? Like can him and Jimmy play as well as what our team is playing with right now? So I'm like this is if we get to the finals this year. This is our year because next year it's going to be a lot harder with, KD and Kyrie coming back. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to beat the Lakers this year. I think the Lakers are going to get there. It's got to be this year.
I think it would kind of be similar to the situation with AD and the Lakers where they had the baby Lakers and they were like, do we wait and try to sign AD in free agency or do we trade him now? So we know we get him and we kind of wreck the team and then put back with veteran pieces. So it'll be kind of interesting. So.
Anthony, make that clear. You talking about Giannis on the Spurs? Don't do that, man.
I think he's talking about Giannis.
I don't want to see that.
What's up, brother Eric?
What up, Eric?
Right. Okay, so real quick, the coaching carousel is still a lot of seats open, but the D'Antoni did tell the Rockets that he's peacing out. We kind of felt like that, but that was weird that they kind of said they wanted to keep him at for a second. So
you know what I think that was? Like when you're on the shit list at work and they're like, you could resign on your own or we're going to fire you. I think that was his way of saying, I'm out, I'm going to resign before you fire me. Because we've said that all along, especially as Rockets fans. Like, D'Antoni didn't do much with the Spurs. He didn't do much with the Spurs. The Suns, he didn't do much with the Knicks. He didn't do much with the Lakers. And then we picked him up. Like, what difference did we expect him to make out of his coaching career that we have watched that is never successful in the playoffs? So I think it's a good move. I'm with Marcus. Thank you, D'Antoni, for leaving. It gives us the opportunity to take a look at somebody else and hire somebody that can get us past the second round of playoffs.
But dude, with that, I had a question. So with that, him gone, do you go back to getting a big man, or you still run small ball? Like
that's my question too.
I definitely
got the roster for the small ball.
I definitely think that comes from the coaching perspective. You know, like when you have new coaching personnel come in, they try to fit pieces that fit their system. Small ball worked in regular season. Small ball did not work in playoffs.
Right.
And time again, like we saw that.
I think it would work in the East. It don't work in the West. The West is way too many big.
And that's the thing. Like they're not in the East.
What's up, Aaron?
It didn't work with the Knicks.
If he gets a job before Ty Lue, we got problems. He said he destroyed the organization. I kind of agree with that because they put him in a tough spot if they don't want to do the small ball anymore.
Yeah,
definitely. So I think it's going to happen with who they hire at that position, who they hire.
I'm just putting it out there. Sam Cassell, baby, he played for Houston. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I can see that.
He's on staff with the Clippers, so he does have that playoff run, that playoff presence. I mean, so that may fit well. I just want somebody who actually has coaching experience. That's the only thing that sat bitter in my mouth about the Steve Nash situation. Like, okay, he's a player, but he's never had assistant coaching experience or head coaching experience. So,
but KD and Kyrie picked him. So it's different.
And well, he was like a special assistant with the Warriors.
Right.
When
he's a development coach. So
yeah, but at the end of the day, they picked him. Like they chose him. So that's why I got him, because they got a relationship with him. So
right.
You got that. That's why Stephen A kind of came off a little too wrong, because he spoke too soon. Because they picked him. So like they have that power. Because somebody said he's like, oh, it's white privilege like that. I'm like, no, it was white privilege because KD picked him. They wanted him. They didn't want Mark Jackson. They didn't want Sam Cassell.
Right.
I did like Steve Nash's response to the Stephen A thing too, though.
Oh, he did? I didn't see that.
Yeah, he basically just said like white privilege is real and I've benefited from it in my life, but in this situation, like this is based on my merit. Like this is
I didn't know he responded to him.
I like the way he said that.
Agreed. And my thing with this too, like I actually really like the Steve Nash hiring in New York, in Brooklyn. I mean, which is still New York, but I think on top of the fact that he has a great relationship with KD with his time at the Warriors, I think it also kind of goes back to Steve Nash is by far one of the greatest basketball IQ.
Yes, get that.
Yes. Yeah, and here's my thing too. Like I like Ty Lue. You know what I mean? I like that he has a great relationship with his players and stuff like that. But I will go on a limb and say, from a coaching perspective, with the Cavaliers, he didn't really do a lot from a coaching aspect, as far as like he's not a great out of timeout coach. Anytime they were in a close game and like they needed a bucket, all it ever was I'll put the ball in LeBron's hands and everybody get out the way. And hey, LeBron, if you get 3 people on you, Kyrie's on your right side on the elbow 3. He never actually, like, you just go back and watch their games, man. Like, you never really see Ty Lue actually coaching that team, man. And I agree. You know what
I mean? LeBron, like LeBron's like an assistant on the bench. You know,
LeBron was the head coach. Like,
that's true. And especially when Ty Lue came into that situation, like they had just fired the other coach. They were trying to find an interim. They put him in that spot. You have to take all that into consideration.
And let's also not discount the fact that the Nets have hired black coaches before this. So you know what I mean? Like, for me, like I thought the pick was great. You know what I mean? I think it's huge. I'd love to see what Steve Nash can do with this team. He's got a great.
Steve Nash is going to be a great coach. Y'all,
I'm telling you, that's why I loved it. I did it. No experience, but I think it's going to be great. I think he's going to do really, really big things for Brooklyn. But I just really hated how, like you said, I think Stephen A got a little ahead of himself by saying it's kind of white privilege. There's a lot of stuff going on in the world right now, and we don't want to make everything about race. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
He's the type of person, once he said it out there, he gonna stay with it too. He ain't gonna come. He know he wrong, but he gonna stick with it.
Did you see his follow-up? His follow-up, even his follow-up was just like, look, he was like, look, I might have overstepped a little bit, but I still stand by what I said. Like, you know what I mean? It was just, but the thing too is like he went so in positively on Steve Nash to just 100% 180 it too. He was like, Steve Nash, one of the best player of all time. This is a great hire for the Brooklyn Nets, blah, 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 blah. And then it was like, this is white privilege. It's like, come on, man.
But
like,
what got him though that he didn't like, he can't say that about is Jefferson got him when he says, but you gotta remember the same year that Derek Fisher and was it Derek Fisher and who was the guy the same year? Jason Kidd.
Yeah.
Jason Kidd and Derek Fisher got the same. They got a job right after they retired next year, and they got a job.
Yeah.
What can you say about that? He was stuck.
That's what I was saying too. Like there was no time frame in which Jason Kidd took time off. He retired and became a coach, all basically like all within the same year. So it's like that's what that's like. You can't really say that. You know what I'm saying? Like
talking too much.
Yeah.
And his coaching scheme of spilling a drink because they were out of timeouts.
That shows how much he wants. That shows how much he wants to win. I love that.
Absolutely, I agree.
Best moments ever.
I love it too. So I was like, yo, the fact that he was like, it was funny because it was just so obvious. So obvious.
It worked. It still caused the delay.
No timeouts. We're gonna make a timeout. I have one more question. With the
Rockets. Ty Lue.
We got to wrap up NBA though real quick, but
I have a question back to the Rockets. So GM Morey for the Houston Rockets has been with them for years. I think it's like 14 or 16 years. Do you think with the coaching change, the Rockets should be also looking for a new GM, or do you think they should keep Morey and just
keep Morey, man? He ain't playing.
And he tries to make moves. I think they'll probably keep him. And actually, Tillman Fertitta did come out today and say that Morey would be safe.
He got James Harden there, so he ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, you're right.
Why? You want to change? Or how do you feel?
I'm just asking. He's been with the organization several years. And at the end of the day, like your GM is supposed to put your team in position for your team to win. Second round of playoffs is not a bad look. You know what I'm saying? They haven't been just trash. But I would say keep him. Just definitely look for a coaching change of somebody who's going to take you over the hump. So I would say keep him.
You still got people who commenting and stuff like that. I wanted to kind of address this one. He said, name black coach who inherited a black coach, a contending team. But you got, like I said earlier,
that's what I said.
Yeah, but also they picked Steve Nash, though. It ain't like he just got a job. They picked him.
Yeah, and on top of that too, it's the championship contending teams aren't usually looking for a coach.
True.
You know what I mean? So you got to think about that too. It's usually the teams that aren't championship contenders that are looking for a coach.
I think
boy, you on fire today, boy.
I think the statement comes because the black coaches made that statement. He said typically black coaches get the teams that are at the bottom of the barrel and they're not contended to win. Like they have to work much harder than their counterparts. So
I'm like, don't get me wrong. Like I would don't get me wrong too. Like I would love to see Ty Lue get another coaching position. You know what I'm saying? To see what else he can do without a LeBron James led team. You know what I mean? And same with Sam Cassell. Like I know he's applied for some of the head coaching jobs in the past and haven't really gotten him. I'd love to see what he can do too. But I also want to know if that's what he's interested in, because I know he hasn't applied for a lot of them either. So as far as I'm concerned, Sam Cassell might be okay with being an assistant coach under is he with Doc?
Doc Rivers, yeah.
Yeah, he's with Doc right now. So you know what I mean? Like Doc's a great coach to work under. So for all I know, Sam Cassell's okay with still being an assistant coach. It might work out for him and his family.
Still haven't named two. Who else? Aaron?
Anthony Weston got our back. He says Mike Brown got hired for the Lakers in 2013.
Right.
All right. No, I appreciate it though. I definitely like the debate, but I think we got to move on because it's already getting late and we're just still on NBA talk.
Right.
So let's keep it moving now.
So what's next again?
Other sports?
Oh yeah, other sports. Okay, so not football.
Yeah, not basketball. We did that already.
Oh, okay, like hockey.
Yeah, like hockey. Feel me?
Okay, like baseball. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Like soccer, right?
There we go.
Like soccer.
Like other sports.
All right. So other sports, not too much crazy stuff going on, but we do want to talk about the Padres that are surging in the NL West. They're only one game behind the Dodgers right now, which is pretty dope. So shout out Trevor's squad there. The MLB also did announce that they're coming out with the playoff bubble, which we did suspect. So that's what's up. Everybody will hopefully be safe, and the World Series will be in Arlington at the new Texas Rangers.
So how would you do that bubble with that? Don't they have more players in the NBA, or is it the same amount?
So they have more players. They usually have like 25-man roster. But what they're doing is they're basically like having different sites, and then as the playoffs dwindle down, they're gonna
okay.
So I think LA, San Diego, Texas, Florida, and there's maybe like one more. There's like 5 different sites that they're gonna have a little bit of the teams at a time.
So when does the playoffs start?
Actually, I think it's 4 sites, and then the championship is going to be also in Texas as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I could be wrong, but I think that's it. I think it's 4 sites, and then the championship will be in Arlington as well.
Yeah. So it should be pretty dope.
Yeah.
So that definitely Anthony this one now. Dallas Stars went in the Stanley Cup. They did beat the Vegas Golden Knights.
What?
Yeah, they made it, and that's my Avalanche too. So I'm rooting for them now.
Yeah, because you didn't. We didn't. I don't think I wasn't here last week, so I never heard you say about your Avalanche in the thing. You never mentioned it.
Well, we talked about it on the Friday show.
I was just messing with you. I thought you was gonna laugh.
No, I know. We talked about it though, but I'm rooting for the Dallas Stars now because they beat us.
They have a chance.
I mean, I didn't think they were going to make it this far, honestly, but they're playing really well right now.
Yeah, they look good.
And then Tampa Bay Lightning are playing the Islanders right now. It actually might be over.
It might be over. Let me check. I'll check real quick.
But the Lightning are up 3-1 on the Islanders, so they're probably going to be in, and that'll be the final cup, the finals.
And that's what you got in that though.
I don't know. I kind of
like
Tampa Bay. They've been scoring.
I know, dude, they're so good.
They've been scoring a lot, so I don't know. But I kind of, like I said, I'm kind of rooting for Dallas now. I always kind of like the West better anyway. So
would it be both of their first time winning if they won, or have they Dallas won before?
No, I know the Lightning have won before, and I think the Dallas Stars have won before too.
I think the Dallas won before too. It's been a little while though. Dallas actually used to be really, really good back in the day. Like
big hole.
Yeah, then they kind of went on a little
I'll have to ask Annie for sure. She'll know off the top.
Oh, Miss Dev.
NCAA football is underway. Do you guys think Clemson will lose a game?
Nope.
No.
Can Miami, Notre Dame, or UNC beat them? Probably not.
I'm surprised Notre Dame was playing. I looked at them, I'm like, they get to play. I thought they weren't playing this year.
So they joined the ACC this year. So for
really,
they're playing the ACC.
So you could do something. You could do that.
I guess because of the pandemic and the times.
Yeah, they made an agreement, and actually, because Notre Dame is like a free agent. Basically, they have their own schedule and they have their own TV deal with NBC. They actually are sharing some of the TV money with the ACC as part of their way to buy in to join their schedule. Pretty cool. Okay. So, Aaron's still not satisfied with us. He said Mike Brown's hard to rebuild the team. He's out. No, we'll have to think. We'll have to name.
Come on, Aaron, don't lead like that, man. Come on.
Hey, what about Dwayne Casey for the Raptors?
But then they let him go when they got Nick Nurse, right? When they decided to get Kawhi.
And he won Coach of the Year.
Yeah, they were like, we're going to finally make the move we need, and we're going to get rid of you. So that's kind of
It wasn't a bad move, though. So he won next year.
So. It wasn't a bad move, but like Dwayne Casey won Coach of the Year prior too.
No, I know. But he's talking about
I'm just saying another black coach who got a good contending team. Like,
I feel you. We'll have to think if we can see some more, maybe for cleanup next week. U.S. Open is this week in golf at Winged Foot. I'm only here for Tiger. That's all I care about. But I hope it does well. Arsenal started on Saturday in the English Premier League, and they actually won 3-0, which was dope.
Yeah,
that was pretty cool. But yeah, I think that's all we really have for other sports. You guys have there before you get to that?
WNBA started their playoffs today. They had a single game elimination. They had 2 games tonight. The first game they had was the Sun versus the Sky. The Sun won that one, so they'll play. I think there's 2 other teams that kind of had like a bye. The Lynx and somebody else. I can't remember that one. And currently playing are the Mystics versus the Mercury. So I know that's y'all's hometown team. The Mystics are actually up right now. The Mercury is down. Mystics are up 46-33, and there's 21.8 seconds left in 21.
The game or the first half?
In the second quarter.
Oh, I was like, that's a low score.
They're They're only in the second quarter, but the Mercury are currently down right now by 13 points. So there's still quite a bit of games at play. Whoever wins these games faces the Lynx and somebody else. I don't recall the other team.
Pretty crazy, but they're doing like single elimination, then they move on, and then a single elimination again. And then I think it's the Aces and the Seattle Storm are waiting to basically made it all the way to the finals already. So
Lynx and the Sparks is who's in the next round. That's the second round. So the Suns will play the Sparks for that next round, and currently we're waiting to see who's going to play the Lynx between the Mercury and the Mystics.
All right,
so that is interesting that they're doing single game elimination. I was like, that's so different from like the NBA's 7-game series, though.
Right.
Tough. One game, one and done.
Especially in basketball. Mm-hmm. All right. Let's transition into this or that. You got a this or that for us?
I definitely do have a this or that. So since Giannis is a hot topic right now in the news and the social media world of what he's going to do, they always try to make comparisons about Giannis. And one of the biggest comparisons that came out last week was Giannis is a Pippen looking for his Jordan. And then someone else came out and said, well, no, he's more like Shaq looking for his Kobe. So this or that, your comparison on Giannis, is Giannis more like Pippen looking for his Jordan or Shaq looking for his Kobe?
I would say neither. I think like Scott Pippen said, a different type of player. Like
100%.
I don't think he's like that. Even when he go to the Warriors, I don't think he's looking for a Jordan. I don't think it'll be a Jordan era because it's more about team ball now. So I don't think he's neither one of those. This is my opinion.
Strizzy?
I mean, I guess I'm kind of a Marcus, but if I had to answer your question, I'd say he's a lot more like a Shaq looking for his Kobe. You know what I mean? He can do everything he can on the inside. You know what I'm saying? He's a monster. He's a beast. He's great defensively. He's going to grab all these boards. He's going to put a lot of putback stuff. He's great getting to the basket. Anybody guarding him is basically, he's basically cradling them. You know what I'm saying? So, but he hasn't had the guard play, to really, really kind of help him. I guess with that. So I think he's way more Shaq looking for a Kobe than he is a Pippen looking for his Jordan.
I agree with that too because Shaq was a player that can obviously dominate at his position and affect the game in many ways, but also like not enough totally just to win it by himself. And that's kind of what Giannis has looked like so far.
Yeah. And the reason why I say neither, he it's not a Kobe he gonna go play with. There's no Kobe he's gonna play with, and there's no Jordan or Pippen there's no Jordan he's gonna play with. So that's why I say neither. So that's what I mean by
Trevor's kind of with you. He says if he had to pick, he would pick Shaq, but he doesn't know if it really fits his situation.
Yeah, I feel like as of right now, in order for him to be like a Pippen looking for his Jordan, he'd have to like go play with like KD.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Something like that. And I don't really see that happening. But yeah,
it is kind of weird. Oh, he said maybe Malone looking for a Stockton. Maybe it's more like that. Dude, Karl Malone was cold though.
Yeah, matter of fact,
Stockton was a monster too.
Yeah, it was. Like, don't sleep on Stockton. But it kind of goes back to Myra's comparisons. Somebody actually did come out and say he's actually more like Karl Malone. He's someone who's going to be super, really good in the regular season and just never able to get it done in the postseason. So they're kind of saying,
"Oh, it's that," but not play wise. Like this dude, like you said earlier, his going to the basket is unstoppable. Like, you watch it slow motion. Like, how did he just do that? And he dunks it. Like,
did he take? Huh? Like, how many steps did he take from the 3-point line to the
bucket?
It's
like he's so good at that though. Like the reason why I said that the Warriors would be great because Steph and Klay don't want to be inside, so he gonna have it's all to the paint all to himself, and all you gotta do is kick it out to great shooters. Exactly. It's gonna be hard to stop that. You can't play a zone, you can't play man. So what? Like, how you gonna really stop that? So
and that's why Miami. And that's why Miami played so well against them. You know what I mean? Like, I think Miami did the best job at stopping Giannis in the regular season and in the playoffs. Like, if you watch them defensively, it's like they knew what he was going to do. Every time he drove to the basket, they were on him on his spin move and on the Euro step. But even then, with Miami playing him probably better than any other team, he still was putting up points, man. He just didn't have a secondary person to really help him get over the hump. But you're right, dog. That's what's made Draymond so successful, is having two of the best shooters of all time on the outside, while he plays inside. So you're right, man. You put Giannis on that team, they're going to be right.
And we know Draymond on any other team is not Draymond on the Golden State Warriors. Period.
No, he's definitely like a little engine for them, for sure. It might not be the same with him somewhere else.
Right.
I agreed with Marcus at the beginning because I thought he was going to talk about we've never seen a player like Giannis. And it's true, like Strizzy said, he has that inside presence. He can get those putback balls. For me, the biggest thing is like his ball handling skills. Like he's basically like a point guard with size and inside presence. So definitely the comparison is hard, but if I had to pick, I would go with you all. He's a Shaq looking for his Kobe. He's a very well-established player on his own, but you have to look for that team ball to make it happen. So I definitely agree with you all on the comparison of calling him for Shaq, not a Pippen looking for his Jordan.
Y'all know what's funny about Giannis in a sense? Maybe not funny, but Giannis is the player that Dwight Howard should have been. Like for real. Like when you go back to the Orlando days with Dwight's prime or whatever you want to call it, like if Dwight would have just focused on an offensive game and not worried so much about only getting like put back dunks and stuff like that, Dwight could have been that player. He was a really big body down low, you know what I mean? Like
maybe a touch shot though. Like
I'm with you, but
Giannis himself.
That's the thing, though. Dwight did try to work on his offensive game, and I don't think it ever came to him like that.
never came to. Yeah.
He wasn't there at his prime. I know he taught him on the back end and helped him with the art of shooting, but
I think he left Orlando too early. I think he should stay in Orlando longer than that, because once he left Orlando, it went downhill.
And he's had a lot of off-court distractions. Let's be serious.
I think Orlando was the best place for him. I think they catered to his style of play, and they just had so many shooters too. It was like they had so many shooters around that time. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like if he would have worked on his handle and stuff like that, like you can develop handles. You really can. So that's what I'm saying. If he would have just worked on it better, I think he would have.
Hey, everybody ain't you, man. Everybody, you don't say it's easy.
Right. Exactly. I don't know about that for Dwight. All right. But all right, that's what's up though. That was an interesting this or that. He said, Anthony Weston, real quick, we'll do this. Do you think Anthony Davis switched place with Giannis? Are the Bucks the same team? They're probably, I don't know.
I think they would still encounter the same problems. You have a good center. But this is where this is my difference though. Would they be the same team? No, they wouldn't, because they're different players. But AD doesn't have the ball handling skills and the point guard type feeding mentality that Giannis does. So I don't even think it would be like a good switch and a good team. At the end of the day, if AD was on the Bucks, he's still going to need help. And AD is going to rely more on needing shooters than Giannis would, because he has that ability to move the ball.
So what you saying that Giannis is better than AD?
Yes. Overall, all around, yes.
I think it's the same team.
I don't agree, but okay, you got your opinion.
And that's not me saying that one is better than the other. I just think they kind of have the same issues.
But you got to answer the question: who's better?
Who's
Giannis or AD?
The question?
Like who you taking?
Well, he changed the question.
I'm taking AD.
Yeah,
me too.
Because he's better offensively. He can actually shoot a 3-point shot, and he can play better back to the basket.
The reason why I said it, because when he said what happens, I think the Bucks are better with AD.
I think that actually would be better, but it'd be similar teams. I still don't know if that'd be enough for them to win the whole East, but I think that they'd actually be like a little bit more dynamic.
The reason why I don't think Obayo, I don't know how I say his name, I don't think he would do AD like he would do Giannis. You know what I'm saying? Because AD has I don't think he can stop like he stopped Giannis. You know,
no,
AD has an outside game. If you try to stop inside, he can go in and out. So that's why I think about that.
I completely agree. AD has an offensive arsenal as a lot of shooting guards.
Consistently too, because Giannis he can shoot a little bit sometimes. But I think AD is more consistent.
Yeah, He definitely worked on it on the offseason, but you're right. AD's a lot more.
We gonna remove you. We don't want to keep seeing you looking at that. We don't care about them Clippers.
But no, we're pretty. I think it's. I don't know. I think we're pretty good though. I like how our this or that took us into a whole different debate though between AD and Giannis.
It always does. Right.
It happens.
Oh man. Okay. All right. So for final say, we're still gonna have to have a special final say. Do you guys have any other one or anything for final say?
Nope.
The Cowboys need help.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a long season. Honestly, I'm trying not to be too pessimistic, but we're in trouble.
Do you think that Mike McCarthy should start calling plays? You think? Because you did. I'm saying this season, but not right away. But you think maybe later on he's gonna have to start calling? You think? I think he would call a different game than that was.
Yeah. Oh, we do have a bit of news. I think he probably would have called it differently, and I think he might take that over. But he's trying to do the right thing because he did say he was going to keep this guy. So, you know. But Brother Eric has some news. The peace agreement. How do you feel about it, Marcus? It was signed today. Anyone can chime in if you know what I'm talking about.
I don't know what that is.
I'm not aware of the peace agreement.
But I did see today. It came on since Eric's on here that Roy Jones said he don't know why he decided to fight Mike Tyson. Like he had second thoughts.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it came out today.
It's gonna be delayed again.
He don't want to fight that man. Come on.
I think we said that from you and I at least. We said that from the very beginning. Like this just doesn't need to happen at all. So I won't be surprised.
I'm gonna send y'all something so y'all can see it. But yeah, I meant to send it earlier today.
If I'm about politics, yeah, we're gonna be here a whole lot longer.
But Eric, let us know what the peace agreement. I really don't know.
Yeah, we might have to clean that up for next week. I'm interested to see because
UAE and Israel, politics will be here a whole.
Oh, that's the peace agreement we're talking about. Okay,
is that what we're talking about? I'm just trying to make. Are we talking about another peace agreement? Like, what are we talking about? Politics?
Well,
I thought he maybe was talking about the bet we made or something. I thought he was talking about.
Oh,
my name
let me know context a little.
Gotcha. All right then. So yeah, but that's we might have to clean up that for next week. See what's going on with that. But I think we did pretty good today, man. We'll have to come back later this week and we'll do our picks for the NFL this week before Thursday. And I guess with that being said, that was Say Like a Champ episode. Oh, what's up? Oh, we got a exciting
Trying to be slick with it.
No Halloween costumes today.
I'm weak.
And it's probably later on tonight. I'll send you a picture. It's coming.
Man, I like he had some rollerblades on. He came in so smooth. He was just rolled in like. I'm dead. I'm weak.
A-Dub, your couch guest.
Oh yeah, today we got Alien from Toy Story, but he's dressed up as Anger from Inside Out because this is how I felt on Sunday night. I had this expression the whole night.
I wanted to get your dad. I wish your dad could have said. I want to see his thoughts, but we'll get hit next time.
That's true.
Okay. I know he was heated.
About the Cowboys, yeah.
We'll see. Maybe he'll come on our show, our pick show on Friday.
Okay, cool. Friday or Thursday? Which one are we doing?
Oh no, I'm sorry. We have to do either Thursday before the game or we can do Friday, but we'll figure it out and we'll put it out. We'll announce it.
Okay.
All right then. Yep, that was Say Like a Champ, episode 55. We appreciate everybody rocking with us, everybody hanging with us. I am A-Dub.
It's your boy Strizzy.
It's your girl Myra May.
And today is that Taco Tuesday.